Mm. Um, Thank you all once again. My name is Ruby. I'm from Ghana, and I'm also the co-founder for Africa Wiki Women. I'm here with my colleagues, and today we are here because Wikidata is 12 years, and it's such a joy that we bring in the Africa community together to work on very important topics. But before I delve into it, my colleague Peggy would do a brief introduction of who we are and how you can be part of our community briefly. And then we'll also have Rhoda, who is also a member of our community, to lead the Wikidata training. Just in case you don't know what Wikidata is or you require some more skills around Wikidata. And I will also be talking to you about the context and how you can participate.
The
And
current vice chairman was addressing the press concerning the implement of salary. He
please,
said
can
that
we be muted, please? Can we be muted? Ramatsu, can you mute? Peggy, can you help to mute the participant?
I'm really sorry, please.
Okay. Okay. So like I was saying, I'll be talking to you about the contest and how you can be participate to win our award, what is required of you to contribute and how you can receive some support. So without much ado, I'll invite my colleague, Peggy. Peggy, if you are here, you can take the floor and then I'll come on the floor to talk about the contest bit.
Yeah, thank you, Ruby. Hi, everyone. My name is Pelagia. I'm from Tanzania. I'm a co-founder for Africa Wiki Women. And I will speak a little bit about who are we as Africa Wiki Women. Maybe this is your first time to hear about Africa Wiki Women. This is an initiative aimed to bridge the gap since we realize that there's a gap of women representation on Wikipedia in terms of our content, in terms of our leadership. So we came up with this initiative in order to bridge that gap, but also not only to bridge the gap of our content and representation of women on Wikipedia, but also to provide the necessary skills on of to women on the wiki movement. So still we are the campaign is ongoing as we are having the wiki data birthday. We are still trying to build the gap in terms of our content, and we'll also hand it to Ruby so that she can explain well about the campaign. Thank you, Ruby. Sorry.
Ruby, you're muted, so we can't hear
Oh,
you.
sorry. I was just speaking in the air. Thank you for the attention. So yeah, like I was saying, once again, we are at the time of the year again where we are celebrating Wikidata's birthday. And today, I want to talk to you about how you can be part of the campaign. So basically, if you look at this dashboard, I don't know if how many of you have access to this dashboard here or the link here. I'm going to share the link with you. It's just basically if you did the registration, you should have access to this list as well. You can read more about the birthday from this chart. Let me see if I can share. Yeah. So basically, if you look at this page, we are looking at bridging content about Wikidata, about women. So we're looking at some just basic thing that you need to do we have initiated some queries here. And if you look at the queries here, this is queries for Nigerian women without occupation. So basically what we notice about all of these queries here is that there are no occupational status for the women. Okay, their occupational status are missing. That means that when people were creating the Wikidata articles, there were no women. So for our campaign or our writing context or Wikidata context, what we are asking participants to do is to update at least 10 of these women for their occupation. Update it for us, all of these queries. At the end of the campaign, we want to ensure that all these queries which have been generated have been filled out with the occupation. All those women Wikidata items have been completed with their occupation. And we believe that we all come from different communities. Some are from Congolese, Senegalese, Namibia, Tanzania, Cameroon. Our communities are spread all over the Spain. And we believe that when we come together, most of these people are familiar in your communities, and you'll be able to help us assess the right information about these women with right references. So I think that is just it. That is just what we are asking you to do. And also we encourage you to participate in our campaigns, trainings that will be happening. So today's training, we are doing more of an introductory to Wikidata editing, blah, 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 and adding statements. So just in case you don't know what statements is, it's just something simple and very easy. We're going to show you how to do that. And the next week, we're also going to have like other guest trainers to help us with more skills on how to add statements, different kinds of statements and all of that. And then we also have on the 18th, we are going to have an office hour just in case you are not sure how to go about it, because the dashboard currently is not tracking data like we used to have it. There's a lot of technical issues around it now. So what we're asking you to do, once you are done with the updates that you have worked on, you can update your information here on this. So let's say you created, you updated one Wikidata item. So if you look at these are, when you open this link here, you'll see that, oh, sorry. Yeah, you see that these are the items that we are talking about. Okay, so for instance, if you updated this item here, please, you see the items. I just want to be sure if you see my screen. If you updated this item here, for instance, you would update it. You copy the item link, add your username here. You just have to edit this button, and then it can edit so you see that you can add your name here. It's just a click. You can add your username here. Then that Wikidata item, you can add it here, and then you can also update any other information, score, use the jury process for your calculation. Okay, so the important thing is to add your username and then also the link to the Wikidata items. And then you can even add this. So just basically that. So if it's 10 items, you can just add your name 10 times and then add the items that you updated 10 times. And then you'll be done. The jury will come and look at it. Although we know that some will be captured on the dashboard, but it can be stressful, especially when we are giving data support. So if you're having technical challenges with adding your details, you can also reach out to us to help you to add those details on the dashboard. Or you can visit our office hours to learn how we can do that. Yeah, very simple steps. Yeah, so without much ado, um, I think I'm going to invite our guest trainer in the person of Rhoda to lead the Wikidata training for us. Rhoda, if you're here. let us know. In the meantime, please let us know where you are joining us from in the chat. If you have questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat, and then we'll attend to you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ruby. Okay, yes. So, my name is Rhoda James, and I'll be taking the training on um Wikidata today. So it's just minor editing on Wikidata. So, okay, I'll just share my screen now. Okay. So, during the course of the training, if you have any questions or um, if you need any clarification, just drop it in the chat box. I'll be monitoring the chat box while the training is going on. And if you have any questions, yes, just drop them in the chat. Okay, so we'll be training on introduction to Wikidata, understanding the principal misconception, but we'll not be going too deep before we go to the editing process of Wikidata. So, okay, can you all see my screen and can you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can. We can see your
All
screen. We can
right,
hear
all
you.
right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. So we'll just be going into the overview of Wikidata. What is Wikidata and what does Wikidata do? So this right here is the Wikidata interface. This is how it looks like. It welcomes you to Wikidata and gives you a few information about what Wikidata is and what you can use it for. So Wikidata is a free and open knowledge base that can be read and edited by both humans and machine. So human beings can edit Wikidata, create items on Wikidata, and machines also and bots can also edit and read Wikidata. Wikidata acts as a central storage for structured data. So any information you find on Wikipedia, you can also find on Wikidata. So Wikidata is different in a sense that it doesn't have lots of text. You won't see articles on Wikidata, and you would see info boxes, links, all those kind of things that you find on Wikipedia. You won't see them on Wikidata. So it acts as its central storage. So information from Wiki Commons can be found on Wikidata. Information on Wikivoyage, Wiktionary, and all other wikis can be found on Wikidata. So it's like a connection. It's connected to all other wikis. And it doesn't only provide support to wikis, it also provides support to other sites and services beyond the Wikimedia project. So you can find content of Wikidata on other sites and not just on the Wikimedia platforms. So we'll be moving on. So moving on to editing Wikidata, we have something called the user preference. I won't be going too deep into that. We'll be going deeper into that when we're editing. So the user preference is just like a setting, your personal setting. It is a way where you can adjust the setting of your Wikidata in a way that makes it easier for you to work on Wikidata. So you can edit your user profile. It allows you to modify information about yourself. That's information that display on your user page, such as your
contact information, email, your username, and your password. So it allows you to modify those kind of things. It also allows you to change the appearance of your Wikidata if that's something that you would like to do. The date, the date format, the time zone. It allows you to edit all those kind of things. And it also allows you to customize various aspects of the editing environment. For example, we have the Recon tool that makes it easier for you to edit. So you can find that under gadgets. But those are some of the things you find under your user preference that makes it easier for you to edit on Wikidata or to navigate Wikidata easier. So these are some of the things you find under your user preference. So some of the things you find under this user preference are very important. For example, the recon tool I mentioned. So it makes it very, very easy, especially if you are a new user. It makes it very, very easy for you to know what to put on Wikidata. It gives you suggestion on what an item on Wikidata might be missing or what an item might need. So those are some of the things that you'll find on Wikidata. So the basics of Wikidata, please let me know if I'm going too fast. So the basics of Wikidata are structured data. One of the things Wikidata is known for is data. Wikidata has a lot of information, and those information are straight to the point, unlike Wikipedia, where you have to read through articles to find the information you're looking for. On Wikidata, it is very straight to the point. You get to see information immediately you look through a Wikidata item. And you can also find entities like people, places, concepts, abstract topics, and etc. So a lot of people believe that Wikidata is only known for people, or it's known for having items about people and about maybe places, but you can create a Wikidata item for a lot of things, not just human beings. You can create items about an item or an object or a place, a mountain, the ocean, a topic, a journal, a lot of things. You can create a lot Wikidata item on a lot of topics. So we've been talking about statements, items, properties. So we want to know what those terms, the meaning of those terms. So an item, for example, we have Wikipedia articles. Those are the articles you find on Wikipedia. Those are the sentences, the statements, the paragraphs. On Wikidata, it is called item. Instead of articles, they are called items. So the data you find on Wikidata are called items. The whole of them are called items. So under items, we have statements. Please let's mute our mics if we're not speaking. Okay, so statements are the basic units of information. So a band of information on Wikidata is called a statement. That is all information you find under a Wikidata item. They are all called statements. It's just like making a statement about, for example, let's say I'm creating an item about Douglas Adam. So Douglas Adam is the label. That's the name of the person I'm creating a Wikidata item for. So his name is called the label of the item. Then after that, we have description, which is to describe who Douglas Adam is, or if it is an object, what Douglas Adams is. Then under that, you are going to find information like um, instance of. Let me take it back. Okay, here we have an image and we have instance of, creator, inception. So these are all of this is called a statement. So they tell you about the item. They give you information about the item. So that's what a statement is. A statement consists of an item. So it makes up an item. All the information you find on Wikipedia, giving you more knowledge about a particular thing or a person, is called a statement. So under the statement, you're going to see things like property and value. For example, this item that we see here called Douglas Adam, under the statement, you're going to see educated art. So educated art is called a property. So a simple way to explain it is that Wikidata is kind of like I can call it, I would describe it as a form that provides you, it has a template, and the template has questions, and you, as the person who is creating the item, we provide answers to the questions on that template. So on Wikidata, you're going to see things like educated art, sex or gender, place of or citizenship, things like that. So Wikidata is going to ask you, okay, this item you are creating, where was the person educated, which is educated at? And then you will provide the answer to that. Okay, this item, what is the gender of this item if it is a human being? And you will provide the name or the gender of the person. If it is an object or if it is a place, where is this place located? Oh, it's located in Ghana. Oh, it's located in Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania. So it is left to you to provide the answers to the questions that Wikidata have asked of you. So that's what makes up a statement. So for instance, we have an item representing Albert Einstein. That's a statement, and you provide the answer, which could be the statement, which could be date of birth, and you provide the answer to it as whichever date the person was born. So for just in short, all information on Wikidata, all information that appears on a Wikidata item comprises of the statement. They are all statements. So we have items and property. Under items, under statements, you're going to see items and property. So an item is the entity you are creating a Wikidata for. That's called an item. So properties describe the characteristics of the item. When you create an item, just like I said for statements, when you create an item, you don't just leave it at that. For example, let's say I'm creating an item for um Kilimanjaro. I just don't put Kilimanjaro, it is a mountain, and then leave it at that. I need to add more information as to what makes it Kilimanjaro. What other information? What is the height of the mountain? What is the where is it located? More information just to give people more to define it, to define Kilimanjaro. So when people look through it, they can have all the information that they need about Kilimanjaro. What makes up Kilimanjaro? Is it a place? Is it a human being? That's what a property does. It allows you to define the characteristics of an item. And we also have identifiers and references. So unlike Wikipedia, sorry, unlike Wikipedia, Wikidata doesn't um it doesn't always ask you for references. So you can get away with not adding references to a Wikidata item. Although it is advised that you add references, but sometimes it's not compulsory to add references to all the properties in a Wikidata item. We also have identifiers. Wikidata use unique identifiers. So every item you are creating on Wikidata have a unique number or unique code that is attached to it. So that's what is called the unique identifier. So that's why we can create Wikidata items that have the same name. For example, London. London can be a person's name. It can be a place. It can be, I don't know if it's a food. It can be a lot of things. It can be a movie. It can be a name of a resort. So each of that London, they all have unique identifiers attached to them. So that way, you don't mistake a London for another. All even if they have the same name, they all have this unique identifier attached to them that differentiates them. That's why we can create items with the same name on Wikidata, and there will not be any mix up when you're searching for those items you've created. So they all have unique identifiers attached to them. And references, it allows you to provide sources. It allows you to provide a source for where you got the information you've added to the Wikidata item you've created. So that's what reference does. And when creating a Wikidata item, or when you're editing a Wikidata item, there are some properties you add to Wikidata that you just have to add references to them. You can't do without adding references because they are very important. So we're going to look through that when we're editing on Wikidata. So another thing about Wikidata is that it is multilingual. You can edit in various languages. You don't only edit in English. You can create item in a lot of languages. So to make it easy for people from other nationalities to be able to read Wikidata easily. And yes, we've talked about this before. It integrates with other Wikimedia projects. So it helps provide data for other Wikimedia projects. And Wikidata, another important thing that Wikidata does is that it has the query service that allows you to retrieve information. It allows you to query data and it allows you to retrieve specific information. Specific information. Let's say, for example, you're looking for all the men that are musicians in Ghana, and maybe they are from a particular state in Ghana. It allows you to retrieve all those kind of complex data. So that's another very important thing that Wikidata does. Okay, so principles and facts. Yeah, so it is collaborative. More than one person can work on a Wikidata item at a time. So not a Wikidata item is not just created by one person. It is collaborative and community driven. So I can create a Wikidata item and someone else can help me improve the item that I have created. So neutral point of view, Wikidata aims to maintain a neutral perspective. So, just like Wikipedia, it does not allow biases. Then it needs verifiability and citation. So every information you're putting on Wikidata must be verifiable. That's why reference is important. So you're not misleading people who are going through the Wikidata item. And the data on Wikidata is very reusable. So as we've said before, not only Wikimedia projects use Wikidata. It is good for other projects, and it also helps researchers a lot. Okay, so these are some of the misconceptions we have with Wikidata. Some people mistake Wikidata with Wikipedia, but they are very different projects and they serve different purposes. And Wikidata is not only for a certain type of data. There are lots of topics you can work on Wikidata, just like Wikipedia. There are lots of things you can create an item about. Wikidata is not only used for Wikimedia projects, it's used extensively by other sites, and it is not a finished project. It is always evolving. So I want us to quickly go to Wikidata now so we can go into the editing proper. So this is the meta page, the event page for this campaign. That's the Wikidata contest. And what we'll be doing today is adding occupations to some Wikidata items that have already been created. So we'll be adding occupation to those Wikidata items. As you can see, this is the unique identifier for the property occupation. Any number you see that has a P in front of it, it means it's a property on Wikidata. As you can see, we have here P106. So this unique identifier represents occupation. So if you search for P16 on Wikidata, it's going to bring out occupations for you. So, as Ruby said earlier, we already have items to work on the meta page. As you can see here, we have query for Nigerian women without occupation, query for Ghanaian women, Cameroonian women, Tanzanian, Namibian, etc. So these are the items that you'll be working on and improving by adding occupations to them. So, okay. Okay, so let's click on the link. It says here we have 21 results from Ghana. That's items of women in Ghana without occupation. It has 21 results. So let's click on that and let's start working with that. So this is taking us to the query service for Wikidata. Here you get to see the items that you need to work on. So you just need to click on the link. Okay, so we have this. So clicking on any one of this link is going to take us to a Wikidata item of a Ghanaian woman that her item on Wikidata does not have an occupation. So I'll just click on the first one and let's see who it is. Okay, so this is an item about the former queen of the Ga traditional area. So I'm not very, I don't know how to pronounce this name. Na Didi. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. But
that's right.
okay. So this is her item. This is a Wikidata item that has been created for her. She's the former queen mother of the Ga traditional area. So this is her item. As you can see, under statements, we have instance of human. So the first item you are going to see on the Wikidata item, the first property, sorry, you are going to see on a Wikidata item is instance of. So instance of allows you to describe what that item is. Is that item, is it a person? Is it a human being? Is it a mountain? Is it a place? So instance of is just like the foundation of your item, because every suggestion Wikidata is going to be providing for you is going to be based off of the instance of. So if I put down that, oh, this item is not a human being, it is a place, I'm not going to be seeing statements like sex or gender. I'm not going to be seeing statements like date of birth, date of death, etc. I'm going to be seeing statements like location, coordinates, etc. So the instance of a Wikidata item is what prompts Wikidata to give you suggestions that are relating to the instance of that you've selected. So her occupation is not stated here, but the subject has a role. It has a role has been added. Queen Mother in Africa, Queen Mother. And if you scroll down here, you're going to see Wikipedia one entry. If you do not see this, on a Wikidata item, that means the item does not have a Wikipedia article, or maybe it has, but it has not been linked to Wikidata. So we can click on here and it will take us to our Wikipedia page where you can read more about her. As you can see here. So in case if you are looking for more information or you want to know the occupation of the person, you can just click on their Wikipedia article to learn more about them. So firstly, before you start adding properties or you start adding statements to a Wikidata item, you need to make sure that you are logged in first. So, okay, let me log out so I can. Okay, so this is me. I am not logged in. As you can see here, it says English, not logged in, talk contribution, create accounts, and login. So you can just go ahead to click on login. And let's also take note that uh, this might appear differently on your mobile phone. If you are making use of a mobile phone, your Wikidata might not look like this, but that can be remedied. You just need to scroll down to the bottom of the page. So my view is in mobile view now. If you're making use of your phone, this is how it will look like. This is how the Wikidata item is going to look like if you're making use of your phone. But if you want it to appear the same way it appears on a computer or a laptop, you just need to scroll down to the very bottom of the page. And down here, you're going to see term of use for private policy and desktop. So just click on desktop. And then it's going to appear like this. So that's what you need to do. So to add a statement to Wikidata item, just scroll down although this item we're working on, I really don't think she needs an occupation added because it already has a subject, has a role to it, and her role has been indicated here. But let's say we want to add occupation to this. You're just going to click on add statement. And under here, you're going to see some of the suggestions that Wikidata has provided for me. For example, giving name, occupation, family name, place of birth, place of death. All this suggestion is because of the instance of that has been added to this item. So let's click on occupation. So it says she's the queen mother. Let's see if there's such a thing. Okay. Yes, we have that. Queen mother, title sometimes granted to a queen who is the mother of the reigning king or queen. Please let's mute our mics if we're not speaking. So as you can see, there are lots of queen mother that Wikidata has given us suggestions for. So it is up to you to click on the one that best suits what you want to add to this Wikidata item. So this first one that is up here, that's the title granted to a queen who is the mother of a reigning king or queen, is what we're looking for. So we're just going to click on that. And then after we've clicked on that, we're going to click on publish. So that's how you add a property to a Wikidata item. So we've added her occupation. We've added an occupation to this queen mother. So that's how you add an occupation to a that's how you add a property to a Wikidata item. And another thing to make it easier, I was talking about preferences before. So if you want to adjust your preferences, for example, Recon tool, the Recon tool I was talking about, this is what the Recon tool does. It lets you know how advanced a Wikidata item that has been created is. As you can see here, it is showing red. That means this item provides only basic information. A very, very good Wikidata item is supposed to show green, but sometimes it shows red if it only has basic information. It proceeds to orange and then to green. So it just depends on how many properties has been added or how much information has been added to that Wikidata item. So what the recon tool does, it shows you, it shows you, it gives you a suggestion of the item or the properties that you need to add to a Wikidata item. As you can see here, this properties are all the things that are missing in this Wikidata item. For example, this Wikidata item does not have a given name. It doesn't have her place of birth, family name, where she was educated at, an image of her, the language she speaks or she writes in, her father, employee, children, and etc. So this is Wikidata's way of telling you, oh, these are some of the items that are missing from this. These are some of the properties that are missing from this Wikidata item. And if you add these properties that are missing, it's going to improve this item that you've created. So this is what the Recon tool does. It just makes it easier for you to know what relevant information you need to add to Wikidata item. So you can activate the Recon tool by going to your properties. Up here, you're going to see properties here beside talk. So you click on properties Okay, so this is the property. This is your preference, user profile, appearance, editing, recent change, what list, search, gadgets, etc. So under user profile, you can edit basic information about yourself. Under appearance, you can change how your Wikidata interface looks like. Under editing, you can change the font of your Wikidata, how it previews, and etc. But where you're going to get the recurrent tool from is gadgets. So under gadgets, you're going to see a lot of tools that you can activate on your Wikidata that makes it easier for you to edit. So just scroll down, and you're going to see Recoin here, relative completeness indicator. So it shows you how complete a Wikidata item is. So you can just activate this. As you can see, mine is already activated. So that's why it's not showing this save. The save is not popping up as blue, but if I should click on something else, you can see it shows blue and I can save. So you just need to click on save and then go back to your Wikidata, and the tool will be active on your Wikidata and it will give you suggestions on what properties you need to add to the Wikidata item. So I want us to go again. Let's try adding another statement to another Wikidata item. So this is women to Tanzania. So you can click on any one of these. And it will take us directly to a Wikidata item that does not have occupation there. So this is an item for Victoria Isyombe, and she's an entrepreneur and the founder of Cerolis and Financial Limited. So this is her Wikidata item. You can see it looks similar to the one for the Queen Mother that we just finished adding occupation to. So, okay. But this has a school, it has a lot of information. Okay, so let's add occupation. If you want to read more about her before adding an item, you can just go to our Wikidata, our Wikipedia item, our Wikipedia article, sorry, to read more about her. Okay, so she's an entrepreneur. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we can go back to Wikidata and add the occupation to our Wikidata item. So same way we did last time, you just click on add statement, sorry. Yes, then we have occupation. As you can see, Wikidata has already suggested things that need to be added. So you don't even need to type in what you're looking for. So we're going to click on occupation, and it says she's an entrepreneur. As you can see here, entrepreneur, a person who owns and operates a business. So that's what we want to add. And then we click on publish. If you do not click on publish, it's the same way as not saving. So you need to save. So we're going to click on publish. Okay, and that's it. We've added a statement. So like Ruby said, you need to going back to the meta page, there is a table in the meta page where you add the items that you edited. You can see here list of items created by participants. You had your username linked to your score. So you can edit this by clicking on edit. Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Rhoda. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, I
Okay, okay. Sorry, the network just the network is terrible. Okay, so I'll be sharing my screen again and we'll be going over it. So sorry, where did I get cut off by the network?
Edit to include our username and what we have worked on.
Okay, okay, so here. So on the meta page under the table, you can add your username. So I'm just going to go ahead and add that. So just type in my username here and link to the Wikidata item. So I'll go back to the Wikidata item I was creating. Sorry, I was editing, and this is it. And I'm going to add that here.
Thank you for your madness. No, no, never see him.
If we could mute our mics.
Okay.
Okay, and the score. So it says to use the jury process for your calculations. So I will have to go back to check the jury process for my calculations. But then I'll just add the type of edits that I carried out. Okay, and I think that's that. And then I will publish what I've just done. And I'm going to click on publish. So this is the item I just worked on. I've not added my score because I've not calculated it. And I've added the type of edit I just carried out. So this is what you do after you've edited a one of the Wikidata item that you get from here. So do we have any question so far? Any question?
For now, I don't think so, except for the score you haven't added. So must we all add score? And how do we get to see the score?
Sorry, let me step
Okay.
here. Rhoda.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So just
Yes. Yeah, so I'll just step in here. You don't have to add this course. The organizers will be the ones to do that. What you just need to do is make sure that you're adding all of the items that you're working on to the lists on that table. And something maybe Rhoda would do is, can you try to hyperlink that item to the name of the Wikidata item, so it makes it easy for anyone who comes on this page to see it. Maybe you can show us how to do that. Thank you.
all right. Okay. So I'll just sorry. Okay. So the name of the item. Sorry, I'm looking. Okay, Victoria. Okay. So you just after adding the link. Sorry.
You'll be using a square bracket, yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So after adding the link to the Wikidata item, you're going to see here, you're just going to copy the link. You can copy the URL link from up here. And going back to the meta page, you're going to paste the link there. And then you use the symbol, just sorry, I don't know what it's called. Sorry, it escaped my mind
Pipe.
just now. It's like a slash, you said?
It's called a pipe. Pipe.
Okay, a pipe, yes. So you use a pipe. Let me zoom in to make it clearer. Okay. So you use the symbol here, like it's like a straight slash, and then you add the name of the item. You can see that here.
So Rhoda, what the reason why it's not hyperlinked is because, yes, so you just need to use one square bracket.
Okay, but okay.
Yes, just one, both sides.
Yes, but is not, you can't click on it. It's not clickable. That's why I added more
So
than
the
one.
reason why it is so is because Victoria is close to the pipe. So you just have to do a space. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. And can you just remove the pipe and leave Victoria? Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So let me just drop an example in the chat box. But anytime you want to add this, you can just make a copy. You can just copy the one that has been done before and just edit it, paste it and edit. So it is easier that way. But the how I did this was I copied the link from the Wikidata item. You paste it here, and then you also copy the name of the item that you were working on, and you also paste it here, and you add a bracket, the square bracket, at the front of the link and at the back of the name.
Okay, so we
So
do this without the pipe, right?
yes, without the pipe, without the pipe.
Okay, okay.
And after that, you just publish. Okay. All right. So that's how you add the link. So it is clickable when you click on it. It takes you directly to the Wikidata item that you just finished working on. Okay, so do we have any questions? Any other questions? Okay, I'm going to assume that the silence means no, and I'll be passing the mic back to Ruby.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rhoda, for this insightful
Sorry, just one
training.
question.
Yeah, so please let your questions come. If you have any question, this is the time. Make sure that you have the right information before you get started. And the contest starts today. So from today, you can start adding your statements, add them to the table. We are only requiring you to add 10 occupational status from the list on this meta page that has been generated by the query. So just feel free to use that. You can also join our WhatsApp group for continued support, just in case you're not on the WhatsApp group. You can join our WhatsApp group so that we can continue the engagement. Let us know if you have any more questions regarding the contest. And we are providing also data support for contributors. So especially those who are contributing, those who are joining our trainings, we are providing data support as well.
Okay, so I'd like to ask, sorry, that does it matter if the person has passed on or still alive?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay, okay.
It doesn't matter if the person is still alive or not. Yeah. It just has to be, I mean, it's just like Wikipedia. We document people in history and people who are still alive. So it's very much welcome. Yeah.
We have
Are
Annie.
there any other question? I don't know if Khadija is on the call.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I
Ruby,
see.
there's Anika, or is it Anik?
Okay.
He or she has been raising her hand like.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking for where I can see everybody. Okay, please go ahead because I'm see everybody. I don't know what I've done to my setting. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, thank you so much, Luby. Thank you so much, James, for this wonderful session. So, Bala, I have a question. This is my third time attending this training on Wikidata. And even last campaign, I've been one who was learning it out so far. But I have one question. So, James, you can try to go back on things of preference. I didn't count it well how to edit it and everything. I did that like it's really amazing, but I didn't count as well. So, if it is possible, we can just have simple like 1 minute to see. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your question. Rhoda, would you want to go for that question?
Okay, yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
So, you mentioned preference, right?
Yeah, preferences. I'll see how to edit to enter each of them things so far. That's
All
completely
right,
fine.
all right. I'm going to share my screen now. Let me do that.
Yeah, yeah, that should work.
Okay. All right. So your preferences is where you edit your settings in a way that makes it easier for you to edit on Wikidata. So up here, you're going to see the language in which your Wikidata is written in which you're reading your Wikidata in, and then your username beside it, your alerts and notification, your notices. Then here after talk, we have preferences.
Yeah.
And your preference will not appear if you're not logged in. So you have to be logged in for it
Mm,
to show up here. So we're going to click on preferences.
mhm,
And under your preferences, you're going to see your user profile. So your user profile is where you see basic information about yourself, the language which you read your
mm,
Wikidata in, and the pronoun you prefer to be referred to as she, he, they. So um, you can change your password from here. You can edit your email address. So that's what you're going to see under user profile. Then under
yes.
appearances, yeah, you get to change how your Wikidata appears, how the size of the file, um, things like that.
Mm,
The time, if you want to change how the time looks like, you can also do that here. So
yeah.
that's what the appearance is for. Under editing, you're going to see font if you want your Wikidata font to look different. If you want to enable visual editor, although Wikidata already preference, it comes preset as it has the setting that is set in a way that it's already okay for you to make use of, except you want to change some things, so you can go ahead and change it there. Then recent changes, all these are minor changes you can make to your Wikidata. If you want to see more recent changes, then you can do that here. But under here, we have the gadgets. It contains a lot of important things. So, for example, the Recoin tool I was talking about, you'll find it under gadgets. So you're going to see it under gadgets. So it has a list of gadgets you can enable for your account. So these gadgets are mostly based on JavaScript, and they have to be enabled for them to work on your browser.
Okay.
So down here you can see merge. This is tools that are Wikidata centric. So
Mm,
there you can use them to merge two Wikidata items together if you've activated this tool. And you have the auto edit, it automatically add label to existing inter-wiki links. And
mm,
you have label lister, it shows and edits label. So if you enable this, although this should also already be checked on your Wikidata preferences. So it shows your label and it gives you the option to edit your label. Sorry, let me go back to Wikidata item. Okay, so this is what it does. This button that has edit here, that's what That's just what it does, the label lister. So if you scroll down, you're going to see Recoin. So this is the tool I was talking about. The Recoin tool, Relative Completeness Indicator. So it lets you know how complete a Wikidata item is and how related, and it also suggests related properties that you can add to a Wikidata item. So that's what the Recoin tool does. It shows you how complete a Wikidata item is, how well edited the Wikidata item is, and it suggests to you related information or related properties that a Wikidata item might need. So that's what it does. So if you want to activate anything here, you just need to click on the checkbox. As you can see, I've already activated it on my Wikidata. So the save button here is not popping up. But if I should click on something else, let's say, let me click on something just randomly. And now you can see this button that says save is now blue. That means I can click on it, changes I've just made in my preferences. So you can just go through your Wikidata preference, and if you see it, you're going to see it, of course, and then you just click on the box and you click on save. So after you've clicked on save, okay, make sure you go back to your Wikidata item and reload. If you don't reload, the effect is not going to show. So
Right.
you need to click on reload. You need to reload your Wikidata um tab. That's the interface. So you just reload it and the effect is going to show on your Wikidata. So that's how you activate gadgets or any other thing on your Wikidata preference. So that's how it works. Sorry, is that okay?
Yeah, thank you so much, James. It's really awesome. Yeah,
All right, thank you.
you're
Okay,
welcome.
thank you so much. I think Bukola has her hands up. I don't know.
Yes, so thank you, Rhoda, for taking us through this training. I just wanted to emphasize on the need to only edit from the list on this events page. Please, any item that you want to work on must be gotten from the list that we have already created. We have about 227 results already, and all of these items have existing Wikipedia article. So it makes it very easy for you to find the occupation of that woman on a existing Wikipedia article. Yeah, so I just want to emphasize on the need to ensure that you're only picking out items from this list, as any other item outside of this list will not be considered for the data reimbursement package that will be given out. Thank you. Yes, so you can also add other statements, but the most important statements that we are looking out for is occupation. So you can add a statement for occupation, and a particular person might have different occupation that they identify with on their existing Wikipedia article. So please prioritize adding occupation over other statements. However, if you scroll up, can you scroll up on this campaign page? You would also see other areas that we are looking out for, but priority for this campaign is on occupation. Yeah, so other areas, instance of, I'm sure it should have instance of sex or gender, date of birth, place of birth. Those are other priority areas. But the first most important statement is occupation. Thank you. And are we to improve only 10 out of the list? Yes, so we are considering 10 out of the list because we don't want it to look too stressful for you. However, if you can do more than 10, it's fine. But to be considered for data reimbursement, the list you should create is 10 yes, 10 statements. So it's not item now. We are looking at statements on already existing item. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bukola. I don't know if we have more questions coming in, but we would like to take a group picture because we are almost at time. We respect your time. We know volunteers are very busy people. And so if you don't mind, if you're comfortable, you can show your video so that we can capture some pictures for our diff post. If you're okay with that. Okay. Okay. So we are counting. 1, 2.
Wait, please, wait.
Okay, sure. Let's wait for some people
Okay.
to unmute.
Uh,
Sorry, sure there are videos. Khadija. So okay,
yes.
so before we
Yeah,
take
sorry to cut in, Ruby. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to say, can we stop sharing this slide? But
yeah,
yeah.
let's stop sharing the slide, please, so that we can do this well. Yeah, so we want to also introduce our Wikidata fellow, who is Khadija. Maybe Khadija, you can say one or two things, connect with the community because they are our community. Yeah. So Khadija, whilst we are taking the picture, let Khadija say something.
Okay, thank you, Ruby, for welcoming me. My name is Khadija Tahir. I am from Kenya.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's okay for today.
Okay, let's take the picture. We'll talk. 1, 2, 3, cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Okay. Okay, thank you. So Khadija, please go ahead and say a few words. And then
Okay. I am Khadija Tahir from Kenya. I'm a new fellow of Africa Wiki Women for this year. Thank you very much.
thank you. Thank you so much, Khadija. So Khadija is going to be with us for the next 6 months as a fellow. Very soon we'll be introducing all our fellows. You'll see it on our dev blog post. And she's also a Wikidata expert. Today she's here to see how we do things. And next time you're going to be seeing her leading the training. So yeah. And want to say a special thanks to all the team behind this organizing, Bukola, Peggy, and also thanks to our guest trainer, Rhoda, who is also part of our community, for leading this insightful training. We really appreciate you all. And most special thanks to all the participants who are here today. We really appreciate your support and your time. And please just go by what Bukola is saying. We've made the work very easy for all of us. Just create those Wikidata items and we will be fine. Yeah, so all the best. Please join our WhatsApp group if you need any help. But that brings us to the end of today's training. We wish you all the best.
All the best to you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you all for joining. Okay, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye.